What's up, guys? It's Chachi Power here with CollectionDX to do a review of the Kids Logic Mecha Nations 08 action figure. This is obviously, and I hope this is obvious to you, because if you're watching this, you're probably a Transformers fan, that this is the Decepticon Devastator for ages 15 plus. And this is a licensed figure, not made by Hasbro, but in this case, Kids Logic. So, yeah. Very nice box, very sturdy cardboard, not thin at all. It's got your very recognizable Transformer Meteor kind of logo going on there. And we take a look at the back. It's got a nice little grid design. It's got red goggles that are included, which is a really cool surprise. So the lower jaw can be opened and closed. Also have two hands with individual finger movements, which is pretty cool. You also have a metal finishing stand base, which is pretty much a metallized looking base. We have an infrared remote control light switch. So it's got the transformation sound effect when switching on or off the LED lights. Very, very cool thing. And of course here to let you know it is an authentic Transformers figure, even though it's not made by Hasbro. But boop, right there you see the Hasbro logo. And then of course a picture of Devastator himself. Very excited. I was collecting a lot of these in the beginning. I stopped when they started making repaints. I'm like, oh, I'm going to get into that black hole of collecting. So I kind of stopped. I just picked up Optimus Prime and Megatron, the bigger scale ones, although they have made a lot of the smaller PVCs, which I'm assuming this is meant to scale to, even though it's numbered like the big ones, I believe. But I do have the smaller ones to do comparisons. That's really what it's going to look good with. It's not going to look with the look good with the bigger figures, but anyway, blabbing. So here it is. It's got a nice little flip open design here with credits on the side, and of course the window where you can see Devastator himself. I'm actually way too excited about this. You know, it's been a while since I've had a nice, cool, big Transformer here. Some of the Transformers I've been reviewing lately have turned out to be a bit of a mess, but very excited for this one here. And I did get a chance to pull this out previously, to take a look at it, so I know more or less what I'm expecting here, but still excited to open it since I'm going to get to review it fully here. Boom, look at this guy, yay, so excited. It feels good. You know, I was expecting this to be very PVC-ish feeling, because of the other smaller figures. And it's not quite the same feel as the bigger ones with all the hundreds of LEDs, but it does feel good nonetheless. The plastics are nice. The finish is nice. It's kind of weird. It almost looks like they shade it with airbrush, but they don't. I think it's just something about the color and the lighting in here that makes it look like that. You do see some color differences. Right here it's a lighter green. Here's a lighter green. Here's a lighter green. Lighter green. I don't think that was done on purpose, but it makes it a little easier for me to remember which parts come off where the batteries are. So you can see there's a battery there, or a little. That's not the actual battery. That's actually a magnet to hold it on there. But the battery compartment is in there with little micro switches. It's got switches everywhere. It's got lights everywhere. Here, it's a bunch of stuff. We'll get into that in just a moment. What I do want to check out is the articulation. So let's go ahead and check that out. We've got the head, and look at this, guys. Ratchets. It's got ratchets. Oops, spoiling a little feature there. We also have ratchets here in the arms. This way, it's just full of ratchets. Ratchets everywhere. Elbow, not surprised there's ratchets there. Wrist, very surprised there's no ratchets there. But that's usually normal, not having ratchets there, but everywhere else pretty much has it. Waist is also ratcheted, my lord. If we move the leg forward, ratchets. What about out? Ratchets out. Knees, ratchet. Feet, ratchet. They went nuts with the ratchets. If you love ratchets, you will love this guy. All right, so yeah, very, very impressed so far, but the plastic, it does seem like a nice plastic. It's that type of plastic that seems like when you mold it, it's very highly detailed. It's a You know, obviously the molding process is done very well too. I would not give this to a kid though. Even though it may survive a couple minutes, it's not meant to be played with by kids. That's why it says 15 and over, guys. And the purple, absolutely beautiful purple. Looks blue on my camera screen here, but it's a very nice metallic purple. It's not chrome purple. It seems like it's a silver paint with candy purple over it, which tends to look really nice to the eyes. Does this move? Yeah, this moves. It has very soft ratchets. You don't hear them, but you kind of feel them as you move. And you can see a little teeth there, which is a nice little touch. So what were the little gimmicks here? There is this gimmick here, the visor. Let's see if I can get that working. See that? Boom. Very easy. It's not hard to slide at all. You literally just touch it. See? Very soft. Activate the visor, which is a cool, neat little touch. I don't even think I showed you the head moving to the side, but of course ratcheted. And then the mouth, you just push it down to open it. So it's a neat little feature. They did a lot of things with this little dude here, and I'm actually quite happy. I'm quite glad I have this guy. I don't really have other Devastator toys to compare here in my apartment, but I do happen to have some of the Generation toys, Constructicons, you know, just for comparison. Pretty much the same height, as you can see. So pretty nice, decent size. I mean, it's not fair to compare these figures if you guys know the size, because this does have a lot more mass to it. So it's not really fair trying to compare with that, but that's just really so you can see what the size is like. What we do want to compare it with is the other Kids Logic figures, the smaller PVCs. I was going to bring the bigger ones to compare, but it's really no point to that. So the ones I'm talking about are here, and they cost me a pretty penny for PVC figures, but right here, these guys, all right? So we're going to go ahead, take a look-see here, and I had to dig this out of storage because I did bring these to an event to try and sell them, and I don't know what I was thinking because I kind of like them, but let's take a couple of these out. I'm not going to open up all of them. They're a pain in the butt to put back in, but check them out next to Optimus Prime. Alright, so get Prime out here for a second. And in case you guys were wondering, they are very nicely made toys. They're PVC. They're not cheap. I think it's like $120 for the set, which is probably very excessive and expensive for PVC figures, but they are nicely done. I'm also going to take out Soundwave. So I took out an Autobot, and I want to do another Decepticon. I wanted to do Soundwave because there's no way to really explain the awesomeness of this color. I know the review's not on this guy, but yeah, I wish they would just make a bigger version of this, the one with the light-up eyes and everything. By the way, they do have light-up eyes. I took the batteries out just so they don't blow up in the box, but yeah, so that's what they look like with Devastator here. Okay, so as you can see, they do scale a lot better with the Devastator himself when you're using the smaller figures. But anyway, move these guys away. What we're going to do now is check out the gun here. All right, this is the infrared. You got the on and off switch here, which has the sounds and everything. Matter of fact, let's pull this tab out so we can get this working. All right, so we turn the light on that way and off. Not sure how to activate the transformation sound. Maybe the transmitter, or maybe it's actually him that makes the noise. So we'll figure that out in just a moment. But here's the gun. Lights on and off. And then he's got the hand that holds the gun. He's got a standard PVC hand that's molded into the shape. Speaking of hands, check these out, guys. Fully articulated hands. All right, each and every bone thing, knuckle thing, can't even talk, and the thumb. All right, which is very cool. A lot of you guys, if you're not displaying this, may want to actually pull this off, use it for another robot. They got a ball joint, because these are very nice hands. They can probably work for other projects, which is really cool. I like hands like this. Pop right off, snap right back on. So one of the cool things about this, obviously, is going to be the LED feature and the sound feature, which we're going to check out. There's a lot of tabs I got to pull out here, so give me just a moment. Alright, so got all the little tabs out. These little tabs, thank God they come with batteries. There's probably about, you know, a month's mortgage worth of batteries in there. I don't know exactly how many, but there's at least one in each little pod here, which you have to pull off. When I mean by pod is like these little things you got to pull off. I might as well show you a couple. You got to pull these off. All right, got a little switch you got to turn on, a little battery housing. All right, and these things are all over the place. You got them here on the chest. You have them here on his crest. All right, and here on the arm, lower legs. So there's quite a few. But here is the end result. Once you do all that, we're going to shut off. Let's just try one light, just so it's not way too dark. And here we got the little blaster, which I said all you got to do is hit on. And check this out. Has the transforming sound. This leg is lit up. You can't really see it because it's lit up in the window there. It's kind of strange design, but I guess they wanted to keep it on the windows. Nice little Decepticon logo lit up there. His eyes are lit up. All you do to actually, you can hit it again to just get the transformation sound, or hit off to completely shut it off. And I'm a sucker for LEDs, guys. This is a very, very cool feature, and I'm glad it's implemented in these figures. It might make the price a little high. As far as pricing, you're looking at around 150 bucks, around there somewhere. So it's a little pricey, and I can understand there's a lot of, it's a high parts count, honestly, to make this figure the way it is. One of the things I did miss in the articulation is the shoulder. It's got this kind of articulation also, which, you know, made me think about it when I talked about the high part count. So there's a lot of stuff going on with this figure. You know, it's not just you know, a simple Devastator figure. A lot of things going on. Probably very limited supply or amounts or whatever. I don't think this is a huge mass produced where they can really keep costs down. But very nicely done. I'm very impressed with all the stuff Mecha Nations has done so far. And I really dig this right here. The way the transmitter turns it on. I know Ultimetal Prime did something like that, but that thing's like $1,000. And I just want to try out the gun here in the hand. There we are. Turn him on by accident, but did want to show you guys what he looks like with that, which is really cool. Nice thing is that they kept the button on the outside, so it's easy to get to. And let's just transform him, or make the transformer sound. I kind of wish he would say something like "I'm Devastator" or something like that, but you know, whatever. Yeah, that's it, guys. If you want to check out some pictures, make sure you check out the review for this, the written review on CollectionDX.com, and you'll also find a bunch of other cool stuff there, guys. I've been away for a while, so thank you for you know, watching this review. Thank you for supporting you know, CollectionDX, and that's it, guys. Questions and comments, you can go ahead and leave them below. Until next time, bye bye.